First, I'll be talking about the topic of holidays. As for the first question, last holiday, which was the Independence Day of Vietnam, I actually went to Beijing, which is the capital city of China, and I had a really wonderful time there. We actually visited a lot of, you know, popular tourist attractions there and took ton of photos. Um, and that was pretty cool. As for the second question, I would rather spend my holidays with my family because it is when we can be together, you know, talking with each other and catching up on our lives. Normally, family gatherings are not a regular occurrence since we're all lazy, making it difficult for us to, uh, you know, have time for meaningful family gatherings. Mm, as for the third question, um, yes, absolutely. I am really into traveling abroad because um, this foreign experience is so much different from domestic travels. You get to meet, um, for locals with totally different cultures and values in the society. Next, I'll be talking about TV programs. Regarding the first question, I barely spend time watching TV these days because of the rise of, online streaming platforms. So instead of spending time watching TV programs, I would much prefer to, do this online. Um, as for the second question, I'm into comedy programs the most because, having a good laugh after a hard day of work, is just the best remedy for all the stress and anxiety that I may have, accumulated during the entire working day. And I would rather watch TV alone because sometimes I just feel like watching something with others is awkward. Um, if I if I ever won 1 billion Vietnam dong from a lottery, then I would start the business. Specifically, I would establish an English center because first, having a business can help me to keep earning more and more money based on the capital that I have received from this lottery jackpot. And also, as an English teacher, I've always been so passionate about offering English lessons to all kinds of students to help them excel in this language and, have a great job in the future. So this would mean that I can have, a positive contribution to society. And on the other hand, I would choose to buy a new house because mine now is quite a decent one, located kind of close to the heart of the city, in District 10 of Ho Chi Minh City. So the idea of buying a new house has never crossed my mind. Maybe I would just spend, a certain amount of money renovating my house so it can look a bit more new. Um, Meanwhile, as for depositing money in the bank, then I would much rather spend my money, on gold because I've heard so many people complaining about the high inflation rate right now in the world, not in Vietnam only. So Basically, the interest rate now can generate money that cannot catch up with the current inflation rate. So investing in gold and real estate seems to be a more sensible choice for me. So all in all, if I ever received such a huge amount of money, the very first thing I think of is to go straight to the local authorities and ask for the necessary legal procedures to open an English center of my own so that I can be a contributing member of society. And as for the other two options, then um, I wouldn't be so much interested in them, as mentioned by those reasons. Um, there are numerous benefits of attending virtual classrooms compared to traditional ones. First, online learning can provide people with a new learning experience. This is because online students can get to meet people from different regions, uh, which is so different from a traditional classroom where students tend to meet only the people in their neighborhood. So uh, this kind so this fact actually allows both students and teachers alike to widen their social circle a great deal. In addition, remote classes allow people to be more independent in their learning. This is because once an individual has decided to join online course, it means that he or she would have to take ownership of their own studies and academic progress, since online learning, as as it were, can easily lead to demotivation if one doesn't constantly push themselves to try harder and harder. Uh, so this can basically foster independence not only in learning but in other aspects of life like in the work too. Um, Furthermore, online learning can help people to enjoy more convenience when they study. This is because to attend an online class, all people need is just a piece of technology like a laptop or a phone. So essentially, people can study anytime and anywhere as long as they have internet connection and digital gadgets. Now I'm gonna answer the three follow-up questions. As for the first one, the advantages of online courses are exactly like what I just mentioned. Uh, So compared to traditional classes, students can have fresh, novel learning experiences. They can be more independent, and it is also more convenient for them to attend online classes. As for the second question, uh, the most prominent difficulties that students might encounter uh, in virtual classes are the fact that they have to motivate themselves, like I said before, without adequate self motivation and motivation partly from the teacher as well. Then students may fall behind in their academic journey and make very slow progress. As for the third question, how can online learning be improved? Well, I suppose that with the rise of artificial intelligence, um, in the future, AIs may be covering classes for teachers too and offering more functions